the night that Obama won the presidency. I didn't vote for him, but I told myself I'm going to give him a chance. And within that first year, he let us down in so many ways. All the lies about the transparency and how he was going to go line by line through the budget and cut this and cut that, and everything he said was a lie, and that just lit a fire underneath me. Yeah.
So tell me what it's like living in a red state as opposed to living in California. Are there any differences, any major differences, whether it's just hospitality or, political views or just way of life?
All of the above. The people here are just fabulous. They're so friendly. I just enjoy talking with people every single day. It's not quite that way in Silicon Valley area, Bay Areas. A lot of pretentiousness, and a lot of money and snobby people, quite frankly. So I just wanted to be here in a more hospitable place, in a conservative place, and I had horses too. So I brought them with me. Yeah. So.
Were your horses out there in California with you?
They were, yeah. Wow. They were out on Stanford property on 125-acre pastures, which Stanford took away from the boarding facility also. So it was another thing we kind of lost out on that.
I'm sorry. It sounds like you've kind of gone through a lot, and I'm sorry about your husband as well, and the fact that you had to leave your home, but I'm glad you have your horses. Yeah. What type of horses are they?
They're thoroughbred warm blood crosses, so they're sport horses. But they're mostly pleasure horses.
Okay, my sister would be dying if she heard this interview, and she'd have a lot more horse questions for you. My sister has quarter horses. So they're little babies. One of them is actually a rescue from Hurricane Katrina, so it just got displaced. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So what is it about President Trump that makes you want to come out here today? I know that's a loaded question, so I guess what is your favorite quality about him personality-wise, and then I'm going to ask you his favorite policy.
Okay. Personally, I went through the 90s with Bill Clinton and could not believe how people could turn away, and against all the things that he did that way. Yeah. And so, yeah. And so with Trump, it's mostly that he says what we're all thinking, and it empowers us to step out on our own and say the things that we're thinking.
That was actually another question I had for you. So moving from California to here, do you feel safe being a Trump supporter? Would you be willing to wear a Make America Great Again hat, or is this area still something where you think that might be somewhat controversial?
I would definitely feel much more comfortable wearing Trump gear here than I would in California. People really did try to silence you there and belittle you. They thought that you were just a dumb person because you were supposedly closed-minded and not as tolerant, but they weren't tolerant towards us. So yeah, exactly.
So is there a policy that President Trump has stood for that you support as more than the others? Do you have a favorite policy of his?
I really like the idea of the wall. Living in California, we saw a lot of illegal immigration, and the money that has been spent in the state to cater to them and to attract more people to come illegally, and that just hurts the citizens. And I think it's happening nationwide now, and we need to really try to put a stop to it. And a wall, it's not going to solve all the problems, but it will definitely be a deterrent and another tool that they can use in the tool, chest. Right now, people can just walk on in, and once they're here, they're here.
Right. And as far as I know, that wall is being built. Yes. They're actually even just making the parts where there was just like steel wire. They're building up on that, so they're closing it in. Promises made, promises kept with President Trump. Do you have anything you're most looking forward to hearing him talk about today?
I'm just excited to be among people who are supporting him, and just to feel the amazing energy. Good. And just to show him that there are people here, that we love him and we support him, and it's just going to be a great night.
Final question, did you come alone?
I did, but I've met a lot of people in line.
Okay, that's what I was
and
ask.
We're going to be in touch.
Oh
yes, oh yes.
Good,
and we're going to stay in touch. We're going to be friends forever, I think. Okay. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. And I want to come ride your horses sometime. I'm not very good, but I'm glad you're having a nice time, and thank you for coming up to talk to us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. That just is a great transition to what we want to talk to. Breaking news kind of for Right Side Broadcasting. We have teamed up with the Walkaway March. Walkaway March is a march that's going to be set up in Washington, D.C., celebrating former Democrats who have moved over to the right for whatever reason it may be. That is going to be October 26th to the 28th in Washington, D.C. Go to walkawaymarch.com. Right Side Broadcasting will be teaming up with them. The founder may actually join us for a rally coming up. So stay tuned for that. If you are interested, walkawaymarch.com. They also do have buses going to bus people to DC for that event. So if you were a Democrat at any point recently and are now on the right, then this is something that you should look into, because you're going to meet a lot of people who have very similar but different stories, and it'll be a fantastic time for you guys. So I'm going to plug it one more time right now, walkawaymarch.com, for more information on what that'll be coming up in just a couple weeks from now. Really cool story. Somebody from a very liberal state, California, waking up to the left's whatever it may be, but the left's kind of craziness that she was not attracted to in Obama's re-election. Tom?
Yeah, looking forward to meeting you, Brandon. Sounds like a great conference, and we're really excited. The crowd's starting to file in slowly. There's thousands of people here. There's going to be people left outside. That's why the Trump campaign set up a big screen TV and speakers so people can watch the rally if they're left outside. But there are thousands of people here already, and they're filing in slowly, and people are really fired up for another great, memorable President Trump rally. What do you think so far, Sherwin?
I'm loving it. I was just having a nice chat with some people in the crowd there, and some former Tea Party members and who are attending the rally, and just comparing the Tea Party events to these events, and he's saying these ones are much more people, and talking about the history of the Democrat Party and how they started the KKK, and tons of great historical facts that that they provided. But it seems like they are starting to let people into the rally. So that's what the excitement is from the crowd. But I'm going to hand this back off here. And
we just want to give a special shout out to the moderators, keeping the fellowship going in our chat. We really appreciate all the hard work that you do behind the scenes. Barbara Braley, Guinevere, Webster Cal, Real Frank, Roger Vega, Jan, Lynn Jean, B. Neil, Sanity Personified, all the great moderators, Cindy Hoffman, Ella. So these are people behind the scenes that are working really hard and keep making us look good, and we really appreciate all the hard work that you do. We don't take it for granted. And we thank you for being there for us. Common Sense, Glenn O, and Ralph Cupp on our website, and we want to say a special shout out and thank you to Joe Seals back in Auburn, Alabama, and we know the Tigers are playing today, so War Eagle. Liz?
Hey, thank you, Tom. So right now the line is moving. Let me see what time it is really quick. It's 3:40, so it looks like they're letting people in. The doors were supposed to open at 4. They're letting people get to the doors a little bit early. Now it's funny, they actually did have Secret Service come out and make a recommendation and tell them when the doors open, you must walk in, no running. So they must have had some problems with that at other rallies, but people are just thrilled to get inside. And you know, it's not even that cold out here today, so it's not that they want to evacuate the cold. They just want to get inside and get those seats to see the President of the United States talk. They are thrilled to see the sitting president. You can see the young boy on some shoulders clapping, the MAGA t-shirts. Lots of excitement here today. Very excited for everyone to get inside and to see their president. Lots of young kids. You know, there's ages. These ages range from I'd say like 4 to, you name it, they're there. And a lot of different ethnicities here today. Just a lot of beautiful people, a lot of really beautiful people. It's a lot of fun. We also want to say thank you to the Donald on Reddit for teaming up with us, as well as Patriot Soapbox. So they're pretty excited to see the camera here. Cameraman is standing up next to me, and these people are just... There's some chanting right there. And the line's just snaking through. There's got to be easily 10,000 people that I'm looking at as far as what my eyes can see right now. So this place is going to be full. And for being on a college campus, I have yet to see any protesters. I also want to give a shout out to some of the most important people that we have working with us. Obviously, our CEO, Joe Seals, does the job of probably 10 people, so we love him. Thank you for everything you do for us. But also, Maud Mom, she works behind the scenes tirelessly.
Sorry, I forgot about you, Maud Mom. Sorry about that. We love you.
She works tirelessly behind the scenes and does not get enough credit. Thank you, Maud Mom, for always just being there for us. She's been with me since the day I started at Right Side Broadcasting, and I'm about to have my 2-year anniversary, so I'm excited about that. But Mom has been there for me since day one, inspiring me and just helping me to learn as a reporter, and she's always there to keep all the moderators in check, to make sure that we choose the very best moderators for our chat room. And just thank you. We love you. We love having you, and I'm glad that you're still here. Oh, Trumpy. There's a little Trumpy bear. James, get the teddy bear. That's the cutest teddy bear. But it's a little Trump teddy bear. Very, very, very cute. I've only seen one other of those.
Trumpy bear.
I know,
but one of Alyssa's favorites.
But it's not the same person. That's what I was thinking. So it's the Trumpy bear, but it's not the same boy that normally carries him. Yeah, that energy is alive and well. This is definitely a red tsunami here in Kentucky. I can only imagine the energy that's going to be when everyone's piled into this arena, because right now there's drain the swamp. We have that chant going. Lots of Trump and lots of USA. I think President Trump is going to be very thrilled when he gets here. We know he's been busy. I'm going to read a couple of his tweets tweets lately. He has been on Twitter. This has been a really kind of an exhausting but exciting week for us here at RSBN. But sometimes when I get tired, I look at the president's Twitter, and he has done 1,000 times more than I have. It's unbelievable. So just while I was sleeping last night, he was able, the night before last, he tweeted about Pastor Brunson, and then this morning when I woke up, he was tweeting about coming to Kentucky and is having the pastor at his office. So I am going to pull up Donald Trump and read you his tweet about coming to Kentucky. So stay with me. He said 1 hour ago, at Real Donald Trump, quote, heading to the great state of Kentucky. Big rally for Congressman Andy Barr. Fantastic guy. Need his vote for MAGA. Strong on crime, tax cuts, military, vets, and Second Amendment. His opponent will never vote for us, only for Pelosi. Andy has my strongest endorsement. 3 exclamation points. See you in Kentucky. Awesome. Thank you. He also tweeted 2 hours ago and said, so he's giving out a lot of endorsements tweets here. Said, highly respected Congressman Keith Rothfuss, Republican of Pennsylvania, is in the fight of his life because the Dems changed the district map. He must win. Strong on crime, borders, big tax and regulation cuts, military and vets. Opponent Lamb, a Pelosi puppet week on crime. Big endorsement for Keith. And Donald Trump wanted to reiterate earlier this morning, 5 hours ago, he stated there was no deal made with Turkey for the release and return of Pastor Andrew Brunson. I don't make deals for hostages. There was, however, great appreciation on behalf of the United States, which will lead to good, perhaps great relations between the United States and Turkey. Let me see. And 5 hours ago, he posted a tweet about and said, Pastor Andrew Brunson, released by Turkey, will be with me in the Oval Office at 2:30 p.m. So they started their meeting over an hour ago. It will be wonderful to see him and meet him. He's a great Christian who has been through a tough experience. I would like to thank President R.T. Erdogan for his help. So I'm really excited to hear what he has to say about meeting Pastor Brunson, about whether he talks about what he's been through and just the process of coming home. Now, he was greeted when he touched down in Germany by United States ambassador, and he was given the U.S. flag. And immediately upon getting that flag, the first thing he did was just kiss it. Now, personally, I cannot speak about what he's been through and how terrible that must have been. But even when I go on trips overseas, one time I had to go to India for over a month, and I was a kid, so of course I just wasn't as appreciative as I should have been for that experience of the different culture. But man, did I want to come home to the United States. There's no greater feeling in the world just coming home and living in the country that's just the best with your freedom, and it truly loves you. So it's definitely the land of the free and home of the brave. So, and I'm sure he's feeling that times, gosh, a million. So I'm excited to hear President talk about how their meeting went today in the Oval Office. Max, how are you feeling about this crowd today? Do you think it's going to be one of the biggest?
I don't think it'll be one of the biggest. I think really it'll be tough to top what we saw in Springfield, Missouri, just a couple weeks ago. But this crowd has shown up. This arena is going to pack probably close to about 8,000, like Tom said, and there's definitely too many people here, which is unfortunate for the people towards the back. But we are we're getting used to seeing crowds like that, and that's what's really crazy to me is these crowds are 10,000, 12,000, and it's just really impressed easily right now.
Solid.
Yeah, right now we are seeing a significant amount of Trump supporters out here today, and the energy has actually been impressive. We didn't have this kind of energy in Ohio. Yesterday conditions were a little bit different. Weather was part of the blame. Forcing them to kind of stay home for a few extra hours probably hurt that a little bit, but the energy here, we haven't really had to manufacture any chance, or excitement. They are bringing it. People are walking up to us for interviews. So, this energy is something that is probably remarkable, if to say the least. It is actually impressive coming from Kentucky in a very toss-up district here in the congressional race for Andy Barr. Tom?
Absolutely, Max. It's a very competitive state. It's a very politically active state. The people here are showing up, and it's a beautiful campus here, Eastern Kentucky University. Really a beautiful campus, and we're close to Lexington, Kentucky, and home of University of Kentucky. It's a big basketball state. There's a military base here. A lot of you are familiar with Fort Knox. Fort Knox has the largest storage of gold in our country. So Fort Knox.
Where's Fort Knox?
Fort Knox is here in Kentucky. So if you're a fan of gold, visit Fort Knox and see the gold. So Kentucky, a beautiful state, a lot of rivers here, and the rivers are part of the border here. The Ohio River, the Mississippi River. We're just north of here. We're just in Ohio, and south is Tennessee. Virginia's to the east, and Missouri's to the west. So Kentucky's a pretty big state. First time I drove through it, I didn't think it was as big as it was. So very big, and of course the Kentucky Derby. Every year in May, it's the oldest continuous horse race in the country. So the Kentucky Derby is legendary here, and just a beautiful state, the bluegrass state, and it's a red state. So we're hoping to hear from some candidates like Governor Matt Bevin. Maybe will come out. One of my favorites, Senator Rand Paul. Hopefully, maybe he'll be here. He's been an advisor to President Trump. They've had many meetings together, and I know President Trump has counted on his advice and his support. So Senator Rand Paul, of course, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. This is his home state too, of Kentucky. So did a lot of hard work and great things for our newest Justice of the United States Supreme Court, Brett Kavanaugh. So we're proud of Senator McConnell, Senator Paul, and of course President Trump is here to make a personal endorsement to Congressman Andy Barr. So Andy Barr, spelled the same way as Roseanne Barr, B-A-R-R. So, but no relation from what I've read. So, but Congressman Andy Barr is here running in the 6th Congressional District, right in the middle of Kentucky, and the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and the Democratic Party are trying to make it competitive by dumping a lot of money into this race. Their candidate is Amy McGrath, and she is a decorated veteran. She served she's a Marine. She is a retired Marine pilot and did 89 missions overseas in fighting Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. So Amy McGrath is the Democratic nominee, and this is going to be a tough race, but we don't take anything for granted, and President Trump is here to show that this race is important. The people in the state of Kentucky are important, and we need to keep it red. Sherwin?
Okay, looks like we're going to a commercial break, so we'll come back after the commercial break. Tune in, stay tuned to RSBN.
You're so cute.
And
in the world of politics, stupidity is all too common.
Congressman Engel.
No, you have not. Excuse me.
Talking to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had been talking to me.
Some people will stop at nothing to take control of Congress.
The blue wave is coming.
But two unlikely heroes are among us. In the face of hypocrisy, Diamond and Silk will stop at nothing.
He called the police. Maxine Waters, where you at? Nancy Pelosi, where you at?
To expose
We need answers right now.
the Democrats.
Come on, Silk, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
okay, we are back here at RSBN Network and still live streaming from the crowd on the outside. And just getting the general excitement to see everyone in the crowd here. Everyone is anxious to get in, and it's quite ecstatic at the moment. I did want to read a 20-pound donation, but it's not on my screen anymore. Oh, excellent. So let me read it for you, Liz Willis, because this one was very particular. So 20-pound donation from Alex Sprott. Liz Willis, beautiful, smart, and well spoken. You just know she's conservative. Love from England. So thank you very much, Mr. Sprott, for that lovely 20-pound donation. We know 20 pounds does go a little bit farther in American currency, and especially in Canadian currency, because our dollar isn't doing too hot right now. Anyway, back to American politics. I know. Well, maybe in due time. That'll take a little bit more time to do that. But it's definitely exciting to be here. You just saw the Diamond and Silk. You just saw the Diamond and Silk video for their Democrats movie. I like seeing all the expanding, like we were talking about before, expanding the different platforms that RSBN is reaching. So between Diamond and Silk and their Democrats movie and reaching their base, because we do. I know that we stream they stream our feed on their Twitter feed, as well as reaching out to the Walk Away movement with Brendan Straka. He's going to be joining us for one of the upcoming rallies. So that's going to be interesting to see. I know that movement is gaining a lot of steam. I know that it was gaining a lot of steam in the liberal mainstream media networks until they realized how much steam it was getting, and then they tried to shut them up. So of course we have to go to different outlets, which we are used to. We have to go to different outlets, which RSBN is included in that as part of the online media outlets that picks up the slack where the mainstream media outlets choose not to cover. So that's why it's extremely important for you to support groups like RSBN and so we can continue to bring you these messages live from the event, so you can hear it right from the people and not hear the filtered messages that they do like to provide us at some of the other outlets. So I'm excited to go in and to see and just feel the energy in this room. I know it is going to be a little bit more intimate than the first rally that I went to, just seeing as how the layout was. It feels like I'm going to be about 20 meters away from the leader of the free world, and that's quite interesting. I know that RSBN did get a shout out in the Canadian press. I remember we read from the Canadian press, and on their headline, I believe it did say Trump rally television viewers, bite me, Fox News, because Fox News has not been showing the rallies like they have been in the past. And in this particular article on the Canadian Free Press, if you wanted to go to the CanadianFreePress.com, it says on their slogan on this particular website, it said this, and I thought it was quite fitting: because without America, there is no free world. And that could not be truer. That could not be said more simply, especially coming from a Canadian outlet. So some of you always wonder why you have a Canadian on the network. It's because sometimes you need an outsider's voice to make it really hit home to the people here here in the USA. But just love seeing that, because without America there is no free world, and that couldn't be truer said than being in the country which has the most military outlets all across the world, and they are here to they do keep a lot of the world safe, and we are very thankful for that. We did get a donation, so $25 from Duke Moneagle. And it's $25, and it says, "Go RSBN." Thank you very much for that motivation, and thank you very much for that donation. So we're going to keep walking the line here as we continue to watch or look at people coming into the line here, and then we'll slowly make our way into the stadium, and just to bring you the rally from whenever it starts, so that's going to be quite interesting. And you can see the people in line here. The energy is still here, and I think everyone's getting anxious to go inside to the rally and be with President Trump. So we know that he'll have another exciting news to bring the crowd, because the pastor did return back from Turkey. Turkey held them for a little bit longer than they should have, in everyone's opinion, but he is back on American soil and had a meeting at the White House, as Liz was saying. And we could probably assume that President Trump will be in great and excellent spirits. So definitely looking forward to listening to President Trump when he comes in, and just feeling the energy between the 2 or 3 different rallies that I've been to. So I'm going to have something to compare to, and it's going to be quite interesting to compare those to the other rallies that we've been to. So we're slowly walking through the Trump MAGA rally area now. So it's perfect. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just kind of hand it off right here.
Because you're Canadian citizen.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh,
okay.
I'm going to hand it off to Liz.
Thank you. So what you're seeing right now is what is now the front of the line. People are making their way towards the front. We're just walking the crowd, so you guys have a little bit of an idea. James, do you want to go to the left?
I'm going to go on top of that.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys are able to see a little bit of this just crazy line. Once again, no doubt President Trump is going to pack this house out, despite having a rally yesterday not too far away.
You want to interview these people?
I'm going to get James to focus on y'all.
Okay. Hey, would you like to do a quick interview with Brightside Broadcasting, Internet Media? She's really cool. Sure.
I guess. They asked me all kinds of weird.
Okay. No. Okay, so we'll do a quick interview here. What's your first name and where are you from?
I'm Heather Jordan, and we're from Louisiana.
Oh, are you? You traveled all the way to Kentucky Jackie from Louisiana. Is this your first President Trump rally?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what made you make such a far trip?
Actually, she wanted to come.
Okay. Okay, what's your name?
Ava.
Ava. How old are you?
6.
6? So you excited to see President Trump?
Yes.
Have you ever been to a rally before?
No, sir.
Well, I like your hat. You're going to fit right in with everybody else. Oh, you hoping to sit as close as you can? Maybe shake his hand?
Yes.
Great. I hope you get a great seat. And let me see your badge there. You got a little badge? You're official. Make America great again. Oh, wow. Did you go to the inauguration or anything like that?
No, somebody was just walking by. She lost her tooth today. It's her first tooth, and so she lost her tooth. And somebody gave it to her. I don't know. It's a cool day.
Well, that's great. Well, I hope you get some money.
Right? I said, hey, maybe it's extra money for you tonight.
Yeah, that's great. So we'll hope you have a great rally. What are you hoping any certain issues he talks about today?
I'm just interested to hear it all. Like, this is my first kind of time for politics, so
yeah,
we're just interested to see kind of what's going to happen.
Well, maybe we'll come to a rally in Louisiana sometime. Nice to see you. Have a great rally. Thank you. Thanks, Ava. Bye. All right, that was a great interview. The people are fired up here. They're already filing in. Yeah, we're gonna walk up towards the front of the line. So I'm going to take this time to thank you for all your support and for your donations. If you'd like to make a quick donation, you could click on the $ on the Super Chat there on YouTube. So we appreciate everybody watching. And, you know, it costs us $5,000 to go to all these rallies, and $5,000 a rally, so we have quite a bit coming up. We've been averaging 4 or 5 rallies a week. We still have 24 days till the election, so there's going to be plenty of rallies ahead of us. So we appreciate all your support and donations. Check us out on our website, rsbnetwork.com, rsbnetwork.com, and there you can find all the links to PayPal and Patreon if you want to be make monthly donations. And on PayPal, a larger percentage of your donation will go to our network. And there you can also find a link to enter our contest, rsbnetwork.com/enter. So there you can win 3 prize packs from Bridget Seals, and it's pretty exciting. We'll announce those later on tonight at our post-rally show. So we're going to be getting ready to go in.
Thank you, Tom. You said everything that I was about to say. I just want to take a moment to reiterate those facts. We are giving away 3 light boxes. They are really cool, custom made and curated by Bridget Seals. So not only are they made in America, but they are handmade in America. Each one is very patriotic. If you are interested in getting a light box, you can go to rsbnetwork.com/enter. You'll be taken and prompted to enter your email address as well as your first and last name, but please don't be wary. This is not a scam. It's just the simplest way we can make it to be able to put your names in. So it's very simple. We will not be calling you or harassing you. It's just a fun way for us to give back to our loyal viewers who have just given us absolutely everything and more. So once again, if you'd like to enter that contest, you can go to rsbnetwork.com/enter. Now, if you're as competitive as I am and you really want to win, you can increase your odds by donating. For every $25 donated, it is an additional entry. For example, if you donate $100, either on the live chat on YouTube or PayPal at rsbnetwork.com/donate, you'll have additional entries. Our CEO is back home in the office, not only producing and doing everything and more, but he's also making sure that each entry is done perfectly, so you get credit for all of them. And we couldn't ask for more. We used every single penny to get to these rallies, to pay salaries, to buy food, to travel, and we go, we do it as cheap as possible. We're not out here flying first class. We are just getting on whatever flight they have left that'll get us to these places as easy as possible. And if we can't fly, we drive. We're more than happy to drive. We drove last night. At least cameraman did. He drove for us while Max and I were sleeping. We got to meet up. And we're driving tomorrow. Max, Tom, and Sherwin were able to meet up with us, and it's been a lot of fun. Today is going to be a great day. I have really good energy all around, and I'm going to pass it off to Sherwin, who's going to wrap us up, and we're going to head in. But I also wanted to make sure that y'all know that this is a simultaneous broadcast stream. You do not have to go anywhere, so just sit back and relax, grab some popcorn, take some time while we're not live to share the stream with your friends. If you're wondering how you can do that, just click out, then click on the share stream. You'll be prompted. You can copy and paste the link either on your Facebook or your Twitter, or text your friends it. Just make sure that people are, make sure that y'all are helping us get the word out of the President of the United States of America, because midterms are coming up on November 6th, and it is detrimental if the GOP does not keep power in the House and Senate. Sherwin, you want to wrap this up for us before we head inside?
Certainly wrap us up. Sorry, I was slightly distracted by some events that are going on behind us. I don't know if you saw that on camera or not, but definitely getting quite excited to go inside of the event here. Everyone is probably just as excited as I am, and I cannot wait to be inside, to be about 20 or 30 feet from the President of the United States. So I love when I get to be in the room and just seeing the energy off of Mr. Trump. Everyone feeds off the energy, so I'm excited to go inside of the room and get some live rally coverage. So stay tuned to RSBN Network and be sure to share the video with everyone. So we will report to you from inside the event. So stay tuned to RSBN. Till later, take care.
All right, everyone, if you're just joining us, we have just wrapped up the pre-show, and we are now headed inside the arena there in Richmond, Kentucky. This is a huge rally for the president. We've had a lot of people in line. We actually showed the line to you, and we'll continue to show you things the mainstream media won't. We'll show the crowd. Inside, it's going to be packed in this place. Interesting note about this place, it has a wood roof. It is pretty cool, actually. We'll try to show it tonight for you, but I appreciate all of you joining us today, and we'll be back live from inside in about, I would say, 20 to 25 minutes. Until that time, you're going to see some of the best of interviews, the line from earlier in the day, and we'll be back live from inside in about 20 or 30 minutes right here on RSBN. Thank you so much. God bless, and we'll see you back in just a little bit. For those of you watching on Facebook and Twitter, we will be ending this stream and starting again after we're inside. So you can join us on YouTube until that time if you wish. Thank you very much.
Other entry in for a chance to win through midnight tonight. Through midnight tonight, you have a chance to win. So definitely check that out, guys. The really cool contest we've got going on. Tom?
Yeah, Max, we're only 24 days away till the election, so things are really heating up. There's a big screen here for the people outside still waiting in line. There's thousands of people here already in line. So the Alumni Coliseum seats about 6,000. I've heard they can get 8,000 for a concert, so we're somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000. A little more intimate event. We're on the campus